Welcome back to the Break Frame Podcast. I'm your host, Jonas.
And his co-host Parker.
Um, what do we have to talk about today? We got some stuff to talk about for the future of Break the Ring.
I didn't know
In
that.
regards to the championship and a future defense. But without anything else, believe that's all I have to say before we get started. I mean, oh, maybe it was the whole NWO thing, but I'm not sure. Apparently the NWO is getting back together. Bischoff, Hogan, and some new third man of some sort. It would be funny if it was like Ric Flair. I don't know. I don't
Could be,
know.
honestly.
But I don't know where they're gonna like do this whole faction. If it's on Twitter, then I don't really care. Um,
AEW.
no, because Ric Flair doesn't like AEW because he wanted to have a
And
match and he
Hogan's
said no.
banned from there.
Is he actually?
Yeah, Tony Khan
That's
doesn't want him there.
that's funny. Um,
It's crazy.
Without further ado, Parker, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. So, starting off with Raw from April 21st, 2025. Randy Orton wants championship gold. Randy Orton attacks John Cena during the new champs promo, setting up a title match for Backlash. Now, hey, I wasn't fully there, as in I was like a 4-year-old probably when this feud first happened. So I'm happy that we're gonna see it back. And as a Punk fan, I can only imagine how excited I'll be if they do Punk versus Cena. That'd be cool.
There's my uncle has a big suspicion that eventually, on a random Raw, Joe Hendry might fight Cena for his title for Cena's title, just because Joe Hendry said so many things about um has said so many things about John Cena, just saying like he wants to fight him.
He
And
said he wants that match specifically.
also Cena said something about prestigious in his title, and like Joe Hendry's whole thing is being the prestigious one, which I'm not sure if that's a hint, but whatever. But I'm hoping, I don't care if Joe gets squashed, I want that to happen.
I mean, yeah. You said that about Mania. He literally got destroyed, and you were like, I don't care. He was on Mania.
You said you live for Joe Hendry. You texted me that.
You really do. Um. So,
No, you said you live for Hendry. You said I live for Hendry.
did I really?
Yeah, I'll find it.
I don't know. Was it on Mania?
Mhm.
I don't even care. It was short. I live for Hendry. Yeah, I did say that. I mean, I'm not gonna deny it. He's still great. Um, Parker has a cameo from Hendry. He also has a cameo from Mankind, Mick Foley, and Lexus King. Isn't that right, Parker?
What?
You have those cameos from Mankind, Joe Hendry, and Lexus King.
I do.
It's a bit random, but I can't even lie. You should have saw the look on some of my friends' face when I told them that the whole reason that John Cena was champion again is because of Travis Scott. Because nobody but Parker at my school, well, he doesn't even go to my school anymore, but nobody at my school really watches wrestling. If they did, that was like maybe like 7 years ago at this time. Um, so yeah, like everybody was like, "What do you mean the reason he's champion is because of Travis Scott? I thought he was supposed to be like the greatest wrestler of all time." It's like, yeah, it was pretty dumb. Um,
Alright, we're getting off topic.
I know, I'm talking about wrestling still,
Just go.
but yeah. So Randy Orton and John Cena was being at this point teased for
Pause.
Backlash because we'll see what happens on SmackDown.
Dude, it's official. Are you dumb?
No, I mean like last week's SmackDown. Like we'll talk about that.
Oh, well, whatever. Okay.
We then had the what were newly crowned women's tag team champions Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria versus the Judgment Day's Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. So yeah, at WrestleMania 41, if you weren't watching, Bayley got attacked the night prior to the match, and so Lyra had to find a new tag partner, and she found Becky Lynch, who made a return after an almost year hiatus. But they won the tag team titles that night, and the next night on Raw, Liv and Raquel win back their tag team gold after Liv hit the Oblivion on Valkyria for the win. Now, many people were calling this and predicting this. I don't really know completely why. Parker's got a nice hairline. As I was saying, many people were calling for this, as what is going to happen right after, with Becky Lynch turning heel on Valkyria, hitting her tag partner with a huge lariat. Now, I'm not really sure if she is just doing this in character because she lost, or if there's like some pent-up aggression. Who knows? But it is set for tonight, as we're recording this, that she will talk about why she turned on Lyra. So that'll be exciting. Confused to why she did it. We then had the first return of WrestleMania, or the week after WrestleMania. During what was supposed to be Alpha Academy versus the New Day, Rusev returns to WWE after 5 years, interrupting the match before it can start, attacking Alpha Academy.
Rusev,
He does not have that theme.
Sadly.
I mean, I don't know. They seem to be wanting him to be heel. They kind of made it a point that he's here to, like, wreck the roster. So, I don't know how long he's going to last if they're just going to do that.
Next IC champ.
Well, I mean, but think about it. The people who have had that character before, like Lars Sullivan, who the fluff is that dude? Like, where'd he go from there?
Or what's that other dude's name? Tall dude, Russian. I love double E. You know what I'm talking about? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
What? It's
Ivan Koloff.
I love double E.
I love double E. That's so random.
Vladimir Kozlov.
Oh, I was close to
I
that.
love double E.
Oh, here it is.
I love.
He's not even in the WWE in that clip. He's in ECW.
I love double E.
But as we were saying, yeah. So Rusev is back. After being like just in the shadows of AEW as Miro.
No way.
Did you just break your desk?
My computer opens up.
Yo. You are so dumb.
I didn't know that.
Alright.
It's sick.
Alright. What's your problem today? He's not locked into it.
Just keep going.
We then had what many claim to be a women's dream match, which I do not disagree with them. In Stephanie Vaquer versus Io Sky, NXT Women's Champion Stephanie Vaquer makes her Raw debut, but the match against Io Sky ends in a disqualification due to interference from Roxanne Perez and Julia. Now, Parker. People spotted that during the interference, Roxanne Perez was wearing a Raw debut patch for the new top trading guards. And after she attacked the two women, Rhea Ripley came to the aid of the women's champions, setting up Roxanne versus Rhea for tonight, as of recording this, the 28th. So, Parker.
Rhea's winning.
But that's not what I'm here to talk about. Apparently, this is all like beliefs. Roxanne is coming up to main roster, and Julia's coming with her.
Whoa.
That's what people think.
Oh, what does this button do?
He's gonna turn on. I can see you're holding up to the mic.
Ow, my leg!
It's just not funny. We then had Gunther attacking the commentary team. Gunther attacks Michael Cole in the former or after the wait what? Gunther attempts to attack Michael Cole, but afterwards, the former World Heavyweight Champion is prevented by Pat McAfee, who chokes out the commentator, potentially removing him from TV, and Joe Test takes his place for the rest of the night. Only thing, Parker, is that tonight, Pat McAfee is set to address the audience about what happened, and people think we're getting Gunther versus Pat at Backlash.
That's gonna be exciting.
I don't want that to happen.
Why?
Pat just fell off as a wrestler, and no offense.
That would be hilarious.
Like, I don't know. He just
Because imagine Pat getting chopped.
no. Gunther would win it, but people said it's gonna be a handicap match. It's gonna be Cole and Pat versus Gunther.
Oh, not Cole.
I know. That'd be bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically Gunther chokes out Pat McAfee, and I believe one of the commentators, or maybe it was online, made a joke about how Pat lasted longer in the sleeper hold than Gunther did in a WrestleMania match.
He tapped out, that's all I'm saying.
We then, in the main event, got the debut of what could be Evolution 2.0. Basically, Seth and his new wise man, manager, whatever you want to call him, Paul Heyman. Parker, your mic sounds like that one TikTok audio where it's like the yeah, something like that. Basically, Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman are talking to the crowd. Yo, I'm gonna mute you.
I'm sorry. Tell me, please.
Basically, they were talking to the crowd, and then they're interrupted by Roman and Punk. And just as Seth is about to get speared, Roman is intercepted by a different spear, that being Braun Breaker, aligning with Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman, saving Rollins from a brutal beatdown from his WrestleMania 41 opponents, Roman Reigns and CM Punk.
Theory is next.
Theory would be cool. People think it's going to be Logan Paul.
I swear to God.
That'll ruin that whole faction.
I'd love to see Theory, Mello join, and then I want to see Fraxium.
They should have Mello turn on Miz, because of Mello don't Miz, and then have him join that faction, because that'd be cool. And Theory should turn on Waller, because that tag team is going nowhere now. But yeah, overall, it's a pretty decent episode of Raw, especially for after Mania. Only like 3 matches, but they were all pretty alright. Parker, what'd you think of this episode?
It was really good for Raw after Mania. Some people didn't like it. Don't know why. Every Raw after Mania is good.
Besides, the one where John Cena beat Rey Mysterio.
Yes. Also, the other Raw after Mania, like the best Raw after, I think last year's Raw after Mania was the best. Better, than this one, because Cena came out, Ilya made his Raw debut, Roxanne made her Raw debut. I think there are a few other things.
The Rock and Cody segment.
Rock and Cody, Rock like unexpectedly being there was pretty cool. But yeah.
And then that SmackDown too was good.
The SmackDown was good.
That was when
technical difficulties. One sec, let me get this back up. Keep talking.
We're gonna move over to NXT. We had women's tag team champions Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez defending their titles against Gigi Dolan and Tatum Paxley, where the Judgment Days, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, retain the women's tag team titles. Decent match. It was pretty quick. Gigi and Tatum looked pretty decent. But overall, Raquel kind of overpowered. So, it was a decent match. I don't even know if Parker's here right now. But, I guess we'll keep talking. Jake
Can you hear me?
Barber. What's up, bruh?
Okay, just dox me. Okay.
Um, basically, what we were talking about was the Gigi Dolan Tatum Paxley versus Liv Morgan and Raquel.
Okay. I didn't watch NXT.
All right, well that's chill because I remember the part that you missed. We
That-
then had event after some like yelling at each other from Lexis King and um Ricky Saints. Noam Dar returns
Only
to
part.
NXT.
Pause. Only part of the show I watched is because I thought it was gonna be Joe Hendry. Because I
Yeah,
thought right now would be the best part of the show, but obviously it wasn't. Fuck
yeah.
ass. Fuck
Uh,
ass. Brand. Fuck ass company.
and
Owner.
in his
Triple H.
return wins the Heritage Cup.
Shove that Heritage Cup up your.
Stop. With this win, Dar becomes a 4-time Heritage Cup champion. Thea Hale defeats Fallon
Good
Henley.
boy.
That's what I meant.
Good
With
boy.
an accidental assist from JC Jane, where JC Jane kicks Fallon Henley during an illegal double team maneuver, triggering a Kimura lock. And then Chase U is coming back.
I could care less.
Dude. But then Obafemi and Trick Williams are in the middle of the ring. And they start yelling at each other, talking about the world championship. And Parker, you know who comes out?
Say his name and
Well, let me set the scene for you. I want to call my friends in the middle of a bank heist
in
in a video game. And I get a text from Jonas, oh my god, please tell me you're watching this. And I'm like, oh, it's probably a debut, it's probably something cool, something like that. So I didn't think much of it. And I said no. And as he FaceTimes me, I get a text from my uncle. Joe Hendry, all caps, like exclamation points, like all stupid emojis, like you got the peach emoji in there somewhere. It was going crazy. And I tune into NXT, and the first thing I hear is, maybe Trick Williams is a whiny bitch. And I'm like, what the Sigma? I wasn't expecting Joe to even be there.
Yeah, I mean, Parker's missed Joe Hendry twice now.
I have?
Or no, you missed Joe Hendry and you missed Ricky Saints.
Oh. I was like, what was the other time?
But yeah, he was not happy that he missed it. We then had these are Dark States guys, right? Osiris Griffin and Dion Lennox.
Yep. I actually got a high five from Dion Lennox. It's Dion. Dion Lennox.
Was it at Level Up? Or was he... Oh, laggy.
No, it was the big Jack dude. He fought Ashanti the Adonis
Oh, that's right.
at the NXT. Big Jack dude, like he looks like a nerd.
They were
Respectfully.
having that feud with Carmen Petrovic, right?
Yeah, that stupid freaking thing.
That was a not good storyline. That was really boring. Versus Javon Evans and Miles Bourne. Surprisingly, Dark State wins this match. I did not think they were gonna win this.
Who was pinned again?
I think it was Miles Bourne, but I'm not sure.
It better have been. I don't see Javon being pinned.
Yeah, I didn't think they were gonna lose. I mean, it's a crazy cool team of Javon Evans and Miles Bourne, as both of them are probably gonna be something big one day. Many people say that Miles Bourne is built and Russell like Randy.
His dad. Yep.
So that'd be cool.
It's Randy's his dad. Let's just get that out of the way.
NXT Women's Champion Stephanie Vaquer versus Roxanne Perez. Steph successfully defended the NXT Women's title. It was an alright match. It was the main event to an NXT. That's all I can really say. Okay. Moving on to AEW Dynamite from April 23rd. Master P introduces new trios champions, the Ops, leading to a brawl with the Death Riders and a surprise appearance from Kenny Omega. After the brawl, Samoa Joe announces that he will not that he announced this, but he challenges Jon Moxley to a title match, which is confirmed for AEW Beach Break. So I'm excited for that. That'll be pretty fun
That's
to
better be
watch.
an aura match.
FTR returns with a new manager, really solidifying their heel turn. And it is Stokely Hathaway. He was with, at first, who was he with at first? I don't even remember.
I freaking know.
But I know that.
Barely pay attention to AW. Not even.
I know.
Sorry, Tony. I love you. Give me money.
No, you don't. But
Tony,
basically,
give me money if you're watching this.
at one time, he was the manager of Chris Statlander during Chris versus Willow, that feud.
Oh, I forgot about that. Skibidi toilet.
Basically, though, he left for a little bit after that feud ended, and now he is back. So, that's pretty interesting. He's a pretty funny character. I don't know. But they attacked wrestling legends, the Rock and Roll Express. So that was pretty funny. MJF tries to join the Hurt Syndicate once again. Bobby Lashley asked MJF to go out and see his car in hopes that it would help him join. He agreed to do so, brought Bobby out to the car. Bobby and Shelton got in the car, and MJF tells Bob, I need a thumbs up. And as Bob gets in the car, buckles up, turns on the car, sticks his thumb out the window, down, and then drives away. There's a pretty funny tweet after that. They were like, it was MJF. He's like, Louisiana authorities asked me if I want to press charges, but I ain't no snitch. Enjoy the car, Bobby.
I saw that.
It was so funny. Mark Briscoe defeats Ricochet. Because Kevin Knight intervenes to make the save, preventing the scissors from being used. But that will come back to bite him in the, where the Young Bucks defeat Mike Bailey and Kevin Knight after Ricochet interferes and helps the Bucks hit the EVP trigger to secure the victory.
That's crazy.
We then had the Don Callis family, Konosuke Takeshita and Josh Alexander, versus Will Ospreay and Brody King. Surprisingly, Takeshita and Alexander pick up the win here. Ospreay and Brody, I thought we're gonna have that in the bag, but I guess not. Pretty good match. I mean, anything with Ospreay and Takeshita, you know it's gonna be good. Yeah. We then had Jamie Hayter defeating Chris Statlander, which was kind of shocking to me. I don't know. I thought Statlander would have gone over here, but in the Women's Owen Hart Foundation Tournament semifinal, Jamie Hayter defeated Chris Statlander, advancing to the finals to face Mercedes Moné at Double or Nothing. Yeah, I mean Mercedes is gonna win that for sure, unless they do Tony. That'd be cool, but. Parker, you are not going to Double or Nothing.
I'm going to Double or Nothing.
No, you're not. That's in Arizona.
Yes, I am. And I live in Arizona. Boston, Arizona.
Yeah, that was fun. But yeah, that closed out the show. It was pretty decent Dynamite. I'm excited for Joe versus Mox. Parker, are you?
I know Mox is gonna win.
Mox isn't losing for a while.
I hope Darby takes it from him.
I do too. Let's pray for the GOAT in the chat.
Yeah.
Moving on to SmackDown from April 25th. Show started with another promo from Randy Orton and John Cena, fully confirming the Undisputed Championship match at Backlash between Cena and Orton. Basically, it was a back and forth promo battle between the two legends until Cena agreed to the championship match. Randy was like, what was it? He was parent shaming Cena because he doesn't have any kids. It was pretty funny. But, pretty decent promo battle. Excited for that match. Should be good. The debut of Fraxium versus Los Garza. Nathan Frazier and Axiom made a thrilling SmackDown debut by defeating Los Garza in a fast-paced tag team match. finishing with Axiom's Spanish Fly and Frazier's Phoenix Splash for the win. Now, I know a lot of people on Twitter say that Nathan Frazier is just like Seth pre-ACL injury, and in this match it really showed. He was hitting all those moves that he used to. So, Parker, you good, buddy? Parker? What is this kid doing? Parker, if you don't stop, you automatically lose Backlash predictions. Alright, this kid's kicked from the podcast. What is he doing, bro? We then had Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill in a random pop-up match. Jade Cargill did come pretty close to defeating Tiffany here, but the match was interrupted by Naomi and Nia Jax setting up a championship match at some point. So yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense because when they faced off the last time, it was at Backlash, or no, not Backlash, Bad Blood. So yeah. Or no, it wasn't Bad Blood. I'm stupid.
Huh?
Bad Blood is when she almost cashed in.
Who?
Tiffany Stratton.
Was that Bad Blood?
Yeah, I said Bad Blood, but it wasn't.
I thought that was that Crown Jewel.
No. She cashed in at the beginning of this year.
I know, she almost cashed in at Crown Jewel, though.
Well, yeah, she almost did, but like at the same time, she didn't, because if you couldn't tell, she wasn't champion. So basically, right, I was just wrong, and there's no other way to put it. All right. But yeah, we're getting Tiffany versus Nia Jax again. Like, I mean, I get why they're doing it. We didn't really get a legit match between them. The way she won it was through Money in the Bank. The way that she, the way she's pinned her was in a tag match. I get it. It makes sense. But, yeah. I don't know. It'll be interesting. What do you think about this, Park?
Oh, I mean, I kind of thought the feud was boring for the first time. Not gonna lie, and I feel like the way it ended was boring. So it's a good chance to redeem itself. But at the same time, I'm not sure if they're gonna be able to create great caliber matches, like, you know.
I don't know. I mean, Nia has gotten better for sure over the time.
I don't know why a lot of people hate her, personally.
She did get safer as a wrestler. Like, she got the championship. If she wasn't as safe as...
Is that why people didn't like her? Cause she was...
Yeah, she was just an unsafe worker. Like, she held grudges very, very strongly. But she's a way better of a person now, apparently. We then had Chelsea Green versus Zelina Vega for the women's U.S. title match, where for the first time ever, Zelina Vega has won championship gold in the WWE, pinning Chelsea Green after hitting the code red. Zelina defeated Chelsea Green for the past 2 weeks. Whoa, 1 second here. 1 second here, brother.
She is now the shortest U.S. champion of all time.
Hahaha. Why is it breaking? What did I do?
You know what's weird to think?
That this is broken right now.
Both of the U.S. champs have not been American.
Alright, Parker.
Huh?
I get it, Parker, but you're gonna get canceled. Fix
It's
it!
not my-
Are you getting a call? Dude, I can hear it.
Not getting a call.
Parker, take your headphones off your mic.
They're not on my mic.
Take them off your mic before I ban you from this channel.
Mic.
Put them on
They're on
your
my
head.
stand.
You are actually so annoying right now. It's so annoying. And then after she won the U.S. title, The Miz vents to the WWE Universe talking about, airing his grievances. At first, we all knew it was Alistair. But for a second, I thought it was Hendry, because he talked about, internet sensation, like a bunch
I
of
saw, like, I
views.
texted Jonas and said, wait, what? Internet sensation?
So it was, but I like we all knew at the end of the day it was gonna be Alistair. So yeah, he interrupts the Miz, delivered his Black Mass, his finisher, but
Sick finisher.
I'm super happy they didn't ruin his presentation. It's the exact same as it was when he left. So that's
Yep.
pretty cool. He still does his rise up. He still does candles. His theme song's still fire.
Oh, I'm so happy that kept us singing.
That's pretty cool. Moving on to Drew McIntyre versus LA Knight for the #1 contendership of the U.S. title. Drew McIntyre defeats LA Knight via disqualification and becomes the #1 contender for Jacob Fatu's U.S. title. Basically, earlier in the night, they had been fighting over who gets to wrestle Jacob for his title, and ultimately, Drew McIntyre wins because Solo Sikoa attacked him, or Jacob did, whatever it was. I can't remember at this point. But many people think it's because Parker. Apparently, if you couldn't tell, Solo's not really happy that he doesn't have gold and Jacob does because he brought Jacob into the company. So people think that he wants Jacob to lose it, which is why he's having him face Drew because he thinks he'd lose to Drew more than he would to LA Knight as he did beat him, which makes sense. But
Yeah.
we then had one of the greatest TLC matches of all time, greatest tag team matches of all time, greatest matches of this year. The 6-man TLC tag team title ladder match. The Street Profits.
Spike to Johnny's back
One
with
second.
the chair.
The Street Profits defend in a triple threat TLC match against MCMG and DIY. Just gonna list off some crazy moves. Johnny Gargano hit a spinning flatliner on Montez Ford from the top of a ladder. Ford fired back by using a fan's prosthetic leg to attack Gargano. Ford also... No, it wasn't. It genuinely wasn't. The guy was just there all night. Ford also hit a swanton bomb over the top rope onto Tommaso Ciampa through a table. Ciampa put Ford through a ladder bridge with the white noise off the apron. Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley hit a skull and bones on Gargano through a table, while Angelo Dawkins delivered a massive spear to Ciampa off of the ladder, sending them both crashing through the tables. In the final moments of the match, Montez Ford climbed up the middle of the ladder, as in, like, you know how it was like this? This is a ladder? This is a ladder, right? He climbed up in, like, this part. And allowed Montez to grab the titles and win the match. Right team won here.
Yep.
Match was fantastic. There's more to it than what I'm saying. And now, to talk about the future of this championship. Parker.
Why didn't you talk to me about this?
You already know about this. This is just the backlash thing. I did a little bit of math. And on Saturday, Backlash, May 15th, I believe I did the math right. It is the 98th day of this title reign that I am in. Which means Sunday is the 99th, and Monday for the podcast is 100. So
wait,
if
hold
I
on, real quick.
successfully
When's
defend it, Backlash is May 15th, and then February 1st is when I want it.
Hey Siri, how many days were from February 1st to May 17th?
15th.
Hey Siri, how many days were from February 1st to May 15th?
It's 103 days.
103?
That can't be right. I did my math. Wait, so
Your math is wrong.
Let me do a little check. Okay, so February 1st. Okay, it's a Saturday, so it's weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right,
5,
you're not gonna have to.
Oh wait. No, I lied to you. It is it's gotta be the 17th. What?
That'd make it 105.
Huh? It said May 15th on the posters. That's a Thursday. There's no way it's the 15th.
Hey
I'm
Siri,
thinking of something else.
When's WWE Backlash 2025?
2025 Backlash is on Saturday, May 10th.
May 10th, you dummy.
Oh, my bad.
Dummy.
So,
Yeah.
February 1st to May 10th
That's also on a Thursday.
days. Wait, so then is it the 12th? What? It's not a Thursday. Saturday, May 10th. Because my birthday's the 1st. It's Thursday. So, 2nd, Friday, Saturday. Yeah. So it's the 10th.
Damn.
So yeah, so 10. It's 98. It's literally 98. That's
So, hey Siri,
insane.
how many days from February 1st to May 10th?
98.
It's 98 days.
That's insane. That means
So
the
you're almost
podcast is
guaranteed
100. That's insane.
Jeez.
I don't even know, dude. What? That's crazy.
Crazy.
So that means that next week on the podcast we have to do predictions. And as the winner of WrestleMania predictions, I get a free bonus point that we can cash in. Get it? Because it's like Money in the Bank at any time. So, Parker, thank you
Who's
for
my wrestler of the week?
joining me today on the podcast. It was pretty chill day.
My wrestler of the week.
Oh, don't forget about the whole Jeff Hardy I see dead people not like us stance. That was pretty that was my wrestling highlight of the week.
Mm.
Parker, who is your wrestler of the week? So
I don't know.
is it the man himself?
Randy.
Uh-oh.
I
You're
don't
giving
know.
it to Randall Keith Orton? Is that who you're giving it to?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, Parker, you know what time it is. Goodbye. Mwah. And good night.